From an individual conducting a First Amendment audit at a post office, where he confidently defended his right to film under Poster 7 regulations, to a person auditing a correctional facility who asserted his Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable searches, here are 5 times when idiot cops got humbled by informed citizens. Starting with a First Amendment audit at the Freiburg post office, where a well-versed auditor stood his ground against clueless staff and officers trying to interfere with his rights.
We're on federal property, buddy. Okay, we go by federal statute, not city and state. Yeah, come here. Let me educate you, buddy. Yeah, come here.
Read it to me.
Oh, no, you could read. No, you could read. I'm not going to read it to you. This is for you. Right there. Photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes. Let's not escalate this.
Commercial purposes?
It says photographs for news and or commercial purposes.
And which are you?
I am registered media.
Okay. Do you have the credentials?
We have a First Amendment right to freedom of the press. Stop it, dude. Stop escalating this.
This is Officer Wiswell from the Freiburg Police Department. In May 2024, a First Amendment auditor was present at the Freiburg main post office conducting a First Amendment audit. As the auditor kept filming inside the post office premises, the employees and the staff member felt uncomfortable and therefore called the cops on him in an attempt to snub away his rights. However, the auditor was well informed and countered the cops with dominance.
Is there an issue?
How's your day going?
Can I get your name, badge number?
Yes. Officer Wiswell, I don't have a badge number.
You don't have a badge number?
No,
Even I have a badge number.
What do you have?
869.
What is that?
It's my badge number.
For where?
I don't know if you can see.
I don't have my glasses on.
I don't know. It says, shiny badges don't grant extra rights.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Name, badge number?
I don't appreciate the derogatory mark.
Name and badge number, ma'am, please.
It's Officer Stout. She doesn't know a badge.
She could identify herself.
Excuse me.
I think she could speak for her. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the... Okay. Hey. Stout?
Yeah.
Badge number? ID number? Serial number? Nothing? Go. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. So,
I don't need to be told what to do, what not to do. I think you need to tell them what I can and cannot do.
okay.
I think that's more important.
All right, I get that. I understand that. Okay. Like, your overall general purpose is here just to film people, right? Correct. Just-
People?
you educate me as to why you're here.
I'm just recording anything I can see in public because I can, and I think you know that.
Okay, I get
And if you don't, you're ignorant.
No, I get that, but
So
why
that's
the
all-
post office?
Because it's federal
Okay, I get that.
and it's public,
Huh, it is.
and they can't trespass me, no matter how uncomfortable they get.
What's your end goal?
You to leave.
Hmm?
You to leave at this point.
That's your end goal for the day.
As of right now, yeah.
Okay, you gonna be here all day?
I could be here until closing if I'd like.
Okay.
Are you going to trespass me?
Not yet.
Is there a crime that I've committed?
Not yet.
I think you should leave.
Oh,
And I think you should educate the staff here and go about your day.
I get that.
Okay.
All right, I do get that. Well, let me just ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may or may not ask. Answer the question.
Well, you don't have to.
I know I don't. I know my rights. Because I have rights that I don't have to answer questions to you.
Yeah, but you can go exercise your rights walking down the street. You can go record people.
It's no different here.
Okay, but you chose to be here
I did.
for a reason.
For my reasons. Yep.
Which are,
I'm not going to explain that to you.
do you have no reason?
Because I don't have to explain anything to you.
Why?
I'm done answering your questions.
Okay, I'm just asking questions.
And I'm not going to answer anymore.
Okay.
Unless I'm being suspected of a crime or under arrest, I'm not going to answer
Did
any
they
questions.
tell you to leave?
No, that's not how that works.
Listen to me.
Nope, I'm not going to listen to you. You're dismissed.
Oh, no, no.
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
In a public or private place,
I'm
if
gonna
you
walk
are asked
away.
to leave and you do not,
That's not true.
it's called trespass.
No, it's not. As long as I haven't committed a crime, that's not true.
If they ask you to leave,
They have to have a legal purpose.
no, they don't.
They do.
They may not like your shoes.
That's discrimination. You should probably look at the Poster 7 rules and regulations. I suggest you do that.
Okay.
Go do
Well,
that.
Main Title 17
Okay, no.
says if they ask you to leave and you don't leave,
We're on federal property, buddy. Okay, we go by federal statute, not city and state. Yeah, come here. Let me educate you, buddy. Yeah, come here.
go ahead and read it to me.
Oh, no, you could read.
Okay.
No, you can read. I'm not going to read it to you. This is for you. Right there. Photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes. Let's not escalate this.
To commercial purposes?
It says photographs for news and or commercial purposes.
And which are you?
I am registered media.
Okay. Do you have the credentials?
We have a First Amendment right to freedom of the press. Stop it, dude. Stop escalating this.
The auditor confidently discusses legal rights with the officers, highlighting the legality of recording on federal property under Poster 7 regulations. For those who don't know, Poster 7 regulations refer to the rules and regulations governing conduct on Postal Service property, which permits filming inside the post office premises. Watch how Officer Wiswell is about to get humbled when he is challenged on the interpretation of the law.
Don't escalate this any more than we need to.
I'm not escalating.
Go look at the rules and regulations and then leave. That's it.
But I'm just telling you.
I don't need you to tell me anything. I haven't said a goddamn word to anybody in here. They feel uncomfortable, okay? That is not against the law.
True.
Okay?
Very true.
That's it. I'm not obstructing the doorway, not being disorderly. I'm not going into any restricted areas. Okay? I'm not even talking to the staff unless I have business, which I have already conducted. And I may or may have more business to conduct. Okay. But that's on my accordance, not yours or theirs. Okay. Right now, I'm exercising a First Amendment right to freedom of the press in a public federal building where you have no jurisdiction.
Okay.
So if you have any problems, I suggest you call FPS.
Well, I want to see the media that you property so I can read it.
No. I don't have to disclose that to you. Okay. I am a free citizen under the First Amendment right to freedom of the press. We don't need credentials. Yeah, I can't tell you to f*** off.
Which civil
I can't tell you to f*** yourself. I can't tell you that.
But these people don't want to hear it. I'm sure this young lady here doesn't want to hear it.
She may or may not. Look, she's recording. She's exercising her rights.
But she doesn't want to hear you swear.
I can swear all I want. It's not fighting words. They are not fighting words.
It has to be offensive.
Yes, they do. Offensive to an officer, you can take criticism. That is the law. You can take.
I understand that. You can swear at me all you want.
I can. Well, just not in front of somebody.
The complaint says that she doesn't like your offensive words or gestures. Then it becomes disorderly.
So is that my warning? In front of a. Okay, I'll take the warning.
Yes.
I'll take the warning.
So if this young man here gets offended, then that's.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I would love it.
Right.
I took the warning.
Have a good day.
Yeah, she's offended. Yo, man, you're walking on thin ice, buddy.
The auditor expresses his First Amendment right to film. For those who don't know, the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution grants freedom of speech and press. Despite raising concerns about trespassing and customer discomfort, Mr. Wiswell and the accompanying officer left without taking any action. If you think this was the only cop who was humbled by an informed citizen, wait until you watch this next case.
You're right outside the jail, so I'd like to just see some ID, see what I'm dealing with.
How does that help you in your investigation?
Because what I'm trying to figure out is just who you are and see maybe when I run your identity, I can figure out what's going on here and see who you are exactly.
This is Officer Smith from the Albany County Sheriff's Office. On May 26, 2022, a First Amendment auditor and a YouTuber were conducting an audit at the Albany County Correctional Facility in New York when Officer Smith approached him. He asserts that his presence between the jail and the airport appears suspicious. Watch how this baseless claim gets Officer Smith into a completely embarrassing situation.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Nothing. Can I just get your name and badge number, please?
Yeah, it's Deputy Smith. My badge number is 213.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You just one, you're right outside the border of the airport, and two, you're over right across from the jail, so you're kind of in a suspicious area right now.
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
What for?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you?
I do have my ID on me, yeah.
Yeah, can I just see that, please?
For what?
Because you're in right next to the airport.
Okay.
And you're right outside the jail, so I'd like to just see some ID, see what I'm dealing with.
How does that help you in your investigation?
Because what I'm trying to figure out is just who you are and see maybe when I run your identity, I can figure out what's going on here and see who you are exactly.
Will my ID tell you if I'm an independent journalist or not?
No, it won't.
Does it tell you?
What do you have going on right now? Just because I have the jail calling right now, I have the COs coming over right now.
Yeah.
We just want to know what's going on out here.
Yeah, I just told you though.
What do you?
I just told you, Deputy. I just told you.
What are you doing?
I'm an independent journalist.
What is it?
I'm working on a story.
What's the story?
The story is on the county of Albany, as well as the airport here, and the correctional facility.
What are you writing about the facility?
Oh, just general information about the facility. It's not published yet, so I really don't want to get into too many specifics.
What company do you work for?
Oh,
you're
independent.
Sorry, yeah.
Independent. So I work for myself. Yeah.
Okay.
The auditor questions how presenting his ID would contribute to the investigation, asserting his rights and refusing to share personal information. He expresses frustration with repeated irrelevant directives, such as don't cross the fence or don't film inside the jail. Emphasizing the importance of protecting his Fourth Amendment rights, he challenges the practical value of ID checks in such situations. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution defends citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement. Watch how this encounter concludes.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I just don't think that my ID would, I do have it on me, but I don't think that's gonna, I don't see how that's gonna help you out in any way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it'll help me figure out who you are. What's your name?
My first name's Sean.
Sean? What's
Yeah.
your last name?
I don't want to give out any identifying information as far as my full name or address or my ID or anything like that,
Why is that?
because I haven't committed a crime. That's why.
Yeah, but the area you're in is a very unusual area to be in right now.
At a side on a public easement.
No, you're in between the airport and you're in between the jail right now.
Oh, yeah.
So this isn't a normal spot for someone to be.
How you guys
I
doing?
understand you're doing
Good.
You're an independent journalist, but I want to know how much longer do you plan on being here for?
As soon as I'm done with my story that I'm working on, any
Right.
pictures that I get.
About how long do you think you'll be here for?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
All right.
You're welcome to hang out if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. You're welcome to hang
But
out.
you can continue doing what you're doing for right now, and
I know.
Come back and talk to you in a second. Okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be here. I'll
Thanks
be
for
here.
cooperating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys work for the correctional facility here?
Yep, you do.
Okay. So you guys have no authority over here, right?
I don't know who's else is part of the correctional.
No, it's not. You have no authority over here, just so you know.
Police officer, so.
It doesn't matter.
The reason we came over just to be around is just because it is just kind of an odd area. That's it. Just because you're in between the jail and the airport. Really, we have no problem with it. It's just we wanted to see who was over here and what you were doing over here. That's really
Yeah, and I told you, right?
Yep, you did.
I
Yep.
told you.
Just when Officer Smith realizes that the auditor is well aware of his rights, he decides to back off and leave the scene. The deputies eventually depart, and the auditor also concluded his works, and shortly afterwards left the scene. If you think Officer Smith experienced the most a cop can be humbled by informed citizens, then you likely haven't heard of this next case.
You're standing on state property
No,
right
I'm
now.
not.
You are.
No, I'm not. Public easement.
That's
See that road right there?
H-E-R-R-O-N.
This is a public easement. See those utilities right there? That's public. See that sign that you guys posted down there? You posted it on that side.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Because we want to. We're photographers. It's what we do.
This is Officer Zeller from the Santiam Correctional Facility. In April 2018, Officer Zeller, accompanied by Officer Heron, approached an individual when they observed him filming outside the correctional premises. Watching the individual exert his rights, both the officers immediately approach him in order to suppress them.
All right, guys, I'm going live stream. Taking pictures.
Hello? May I ask what you're doing? You can stop filming right now. We are not going to allow you to film us on state property. You can stop. I'm down here.
We're not on state property.
Okay, is there a reason why you're filming the institution?
Yes.
Why?
Because we want to.
Because you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Were you authorized by Department of Corrections?
Don't need to be authorized.
You're standing on state property
No,
right
I'm
now.
not.
You are.
No, I'm not. Public easement.
That's
See that road right there?
H-E-R-R-O-N.
This is a public easement. See those utilities right there? That's public. See that sign that you guys posted down there? You posted it on that side.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Because we want to. We're photographers. It's what we do.
Okay. But we have a public information officer that will allow you to film all you want.
We don't
and
need
authorize
permission.
Everything you do.
We don't need permission.
Why the conflict?
We just, no conflict. You came out to
What are
us
you going to use the film for?
for my personal use.
Okay, you cannot film inmates without their permission.
But I am.
Do you have their permission?
Don't need it.
Do you have their written permission?
Don't
to
need
film
it.
Each one of them.
Don't need it.
Do you have my permission?
Don't need yours. You're being audio and video
and if
recorded.
you're going to put that on any social media, you need my permission.
I do not.
Absolutely not.
And if you're audio recording, that actually is against the law.
No, it's not. Not as long as you're being told.
Did you tell me?
I did.
and I'm not approving you to audio record me.
I don't care about your approval.
You guys have a nice day.
Inside OIC.
We're gonna walk down here. It's a government vehicle. Sorry, Chris.
Is this just the men's prison?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the female prison is on the other side. I don't know what you guys are so upset about. It's just cameras. Rules and policies don't apply out here, though. Law applies out here, not rules and policies. Sorry. This is outside your jurisdiction out here.
So that officer, the sergeant had to go down on the radio and said this is not going well, and they went over there to talk.
Yeah, pretty mad. But one basic thing to remember is you cannot trespass the eyes. You know what that means? Whatever I can see from a public easement, I can film. So, sorry you're upset about it. Sorry you don't know what the law is, but
I have responsibility to keep this place secure.
understood. We're not over
I
there.
am here.
We're not over there.
And when we have people doing something that I don't know what you're doing or why you're doing it.
Well, I just told you what we're doing.
The officers ask if they have authorization from the Department of Correction, to which the filmmaker responds that they don't need permission. The guard insists that filming on state property requires permission, but the filmmaker clarifies that they are on public easement and reiterates that they don't need permission. Watch how the standoff concludes.
I need to ask.
Right on.
I need to find out.
You did find
Because I don't know who you are.
Okay.
Tell us that we can't film.
No. I
Yeah,
haven't told
actually you
anything.
did.
You're still filming.
Actually,
You're still filming.
but you came out and you said that at
I've asked you
first.
not to, and I asked you to step off our property.
Well, I'm not on your property.
I haven't stepped on your property.
Fire hydrant, utility poles, not put in by the
I'm not
prison.
out here to create conflict.
Well, then why are you here?
Because you could be filming to set up an escape from.
Oh, really? Okay.
How do you want?
Okay.
He's got jokes.
Did you tell
I
the
have concern.
Did you tell that to the Google car when they drove by?
I have concern.
Did you tell that to the Google car when they drove by? Did you stop them and say, "Hey, you're planning an escape. Don't take pictures here"? You didn't. Okay. Thank you.
You guys have a nice day.
The individual eventually stopped recording after he had requested another officer or perhaps a superior to be called to the scene. Nevertheless, Officer Zeller and Officer Heron's heinous intentions were exposed and humbled by the auditor when he openly exerted his rights to the film. If you think these were the maximum examples of cops getting humbled by educated citizens, then perhaps you aren't aware of this next case.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a complaint form.
Okay.
Do you know how to go about that?
Yeah, what are you trying to...
A complaint form, a citizen complaint on an officer.
Okay. Yeah, we can get a detective out here.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
These are officers from the Gloucester Township Police Department. In September 2018, an auditor visited the Gloucester Township Police Department to conduct an audit. The auditor arrived to assess whether the officers respected his rights to film in public, as well as to collect a complaint form. The audit was prompted by the department's prior mistreatment of a 13-year-old.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a complaint form.
Okay.
Do you know how to go about that?
Yeah, what are you trying to...
A complaint form, a citizen complaint on an officer.
Okay. Yeah, we can get a detective out here.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Thank
What's
you.
it for? Just briefly.
It's just a complaint. I'd rather really not say right now.
Okay, well, we're going to have to take the report, so...
There's no way I could take it and get it to my lawyer and fill it out and send it back?
We could get you something in writing. Can you give us a brief, or I mean, you can just write something down, and we can always take it.
It's just a violation of citizens' rights.
See, the thing is, we have to strike the case first,
Right.
and then usually that's how it works. I mean, we'll strike the case, we'll take the information from you,
Usually.
and then however you want to proceed from that point, you
Right.
can.
Right. Usually it's how it works, but
If you want, I can get a supervisor out here. If
yeah,
you
sure.
want.
That's fine. That's great.
Okay.
Watch commander, supervisor. Perfect.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Can I get a name?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. Are you going to remain anonymous?
Yes.
Complaint?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, not in the complaint. Not in the complaint. When I fill it out, it'll be sent in the proper way, and then my name will be on the form.
Okay.
During his visit, the auditor filmed various areas around the department, including the vehicles and facilities. He requests a complaint form but faces resistance as the officers explain they can't provide one without personal information and suggest processing the complaint through the Internal Affairs Unit. Watch how the cops get humbled when the auditor stays determined on his rights.
He wants to make a complaint anonymously against an officer.
Okay.
Doesn't want to say who it is right now. He wants to put something in writing. So.
Yes, I just wanted to get a complaint form, take it back to my lawyer, whoever it is, and fill it back and bring it back.
Okay, well, just come in.
Yeah, you won't give us that
I'd
information,
rather not
so-
come in there because I can't film inside there.
You can bring it with you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, there's no form that we give you. I take a report and it goes to the IA unit.
Right.
And Detective Massey will reach out to you.
So you don't have a form that you could
Not
give?
for you to fill out now.
Not for me to fill out? I'd have to divulge personal information?
Correct.
We see, like, there could
Hey,
be...
I can take it. Normally what I do is I take a complaint.
Right.
It can be done anonymously. We actually don't have a report that you take, okay? You can call it in if you feel
Yeah.
more comfortable that way. Or we could sit down, you come to my office.
I'd like to just have
the camera
one.
running.
Yeah.
I can fill out the report for you. It goes to the IA
See,
unit.
that would kind of compromise my complaint because there could be some people that, know this specific officer
And I'm
and...
sure if there's a course officer guy, then I'm going to.
Right. So I would just rather just have it, fill it out, and then send it in, go over it maybe with my lawyer or something.
All right, come on.
That's fine. If you could just grab the complaint form, that's fine.
All right. I got it. All right.
Thank you.
All right, here, let me get my card too.
Thank you.
Okay, in case you change your mind, or your lawyer wants to talk to me personally.
Yes. I'd like to thank you for being professional, too.
Nah, that's no problem. Let me write down to the detective, the IA detective. Amount of cards.
So this would be the detective that the form would go to?
Yeah, Detective Tony Massey.
Okay, great.
I'll write that down on the card. I need to grab a couple.
Thank you very much. What was your name, sir?
Lieutenant Eric Football. I'll give you my card.
Okay, thank you.
I have a handful of my.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, here's my card.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And this is the form right here. His boss is Lieutenant Chris Crabtree.
Okay, great.
And that's Detective Tony Massey. This is yours.
All right, thank you very much.
After the auditor filmed in public, making the officers aware they were being recorded, their behavior became more cautious, likely encouraging them to act more professionally. When they realized he wasn't backing down and intended to involve legal counsel, they reluctantly complied and provided the necessary information. The auditor then left the scene after having completed the audit and receiving the complaint form. If you think these were the last of cops who got humbled by informed citizens, then probably you haven't watched this next case.
Call it cameras.
Just out recording. Just out recording.
Just out recording.
What's that?
Just out recording.
For what though?
Just doing a news story on the whole area, the city, this complex.
This is an officer from the King County Sheriff's Office. In June 2018, a group of First Amendment auditors was present at the Kings County Jail to demonstrate the right to record in public spaces. They are filming the jail's exterior, including the entrance, gates, and nearby structures, such as a new building and a communication tower. Watch how they react when they observe a cop pumping gas in his cop cruiser in an unusual way.
I'm not sure what exactly they're going to use it for. I'm going to walk over there towards the front door since it's public accessible. And I guess over here you can see these gates. I'm guessing this is where the bus comes in and brings the inmates and takes them out. Those gates look familiar. I've never been here before, but all right. I promise I did not take down the numbers that he typed in. Hey, what's up?
Blitz.
Yeah, is that the famous Blitz?
What's that?
Is that the famous Blitz?
I can't hear you.
Blitz. Is that Blitz in there?
Blitz?
Blitz.
No, that's my name.
Oh, that's what it says on the back.
That's it. Call it cameras.
Just out recording. Just out recording.
Just out recording.
What's that?
Just out recording.
For what though?
Just doing a news story on the whole area, the city, this complex.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cordial. Hey, your dog's not scared of us, huh?
I can't hear you.
Your dog's not scared of us?
No.
That's a good thing.
The auditors approach a police officer who is fueling his patrol vehicle and notice that the vehicle has its engine running and the air conditioning on, sparking a brief discussion. When asked by the auditors, the officer confirms that the dog in the vehicle is named Blitz. The auditors comment on how the police cars are left running, likely due to the air conditioning being left on while refueling. This exposes the officers' careless use of state property, highlighting their disregard for resources. It's disheartening to witness when uninformed officers are confronted by knowledgeable citizens when they unreasonably try to assert their authority. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.